So I'm happy you brought up the thing of it's pretty much the defense that you're talking about. I think Everton and Everton has a good fixture, but I think there's a huge clean sheet dilemma which I've been pointing out the whole time. Are you looking to? What do you think that the solution is, considering that people are going into this double game week in Gameweek 37? And guys, this is the part of the show, Tiamo Kingsley, where you can really chip in. Where are the clean sheets? Let's be honest. Where are the clean sheets? Do you think? Because let's be honest, right now, Tottenham's not looking good at all. And fine, they've been playing the big six basically. They played Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea. But now, do you really want to bring in Romero? Because I'm thinking you most likely are going to want to still bring in some doublers. Would you bring in Romero? Is he worth bringing in? Could you even bring in Chelsea? They're playing away. They only play well at home, Or would you double up on Arsenal, maybe even triple up? What do you think is the solution to really getting clean sheets? Because this is the clean sheet dilemma I'm talking about. I think, actually, let me ask Tiamo, what do you think, Doug?
I've been playing this game for a while now. This is the first season where I know there's no defense that's worth it, especially leading into a double. And you're going to go into a double with single players like Arsenal. Is it really worth the upside? So for me, I think since the turn of the year, I haven't focused on defense. My front eight, that's all I've been focusing on, because there is no clean sheets. And Arsenal right now, if it was single game week next week, maybe, but because it's doubles, you can't risk it like that. But there is no defense worth it, so you have to go for guys so they must return points. So your Gustos, if he's back fit, he can return points, but he's not going to keep a clean sheet. Your Pedro, he's not going to keep a clean sheet, but you have to go for a goal. The same way with maybe Livramento, if you're willing to reach, or Dan Burn header. That's why I also have Dan Burn. Not from a lack of wanting him, no choices.
No choices. But I mean, I think you raise a good point there. I think, Kingsley, here's a very good question for you. Considering the fact that there is that clean sheet dilemma, is it a good call and I'm talking about mini league now, to try and gain on anybody you're trying to, the differentials really are those Arsenal players now, because like Tiamo said, everybody's really going to try and go for those doublers. Do you think it's worth it not having doubler defenders and just going with the Arsenal guys in the defense?
Yeah, that's a risky one. I think if you have the two Arsenal defenders, and I think most of the guys do, then it's easier to keep them and go with it. Because now also they're playing at Old Trafford, and form has been on their side. I mean, they haven't conceded in, I think, the last 5 away games. So, but again, this is against United. It's a big game, and I highly doubt that they'll keep a clean sheet. So maybe count on guys like Ben White with the assist, or maybe Gabriel to come through with the goal. But yeah, it is a risk. So I wouldn't actively go and make the transfer, go and purchase those guys if you don't have them. But if you do, I think it's advantage just to keep them.
Yeah. Chaps, I think this last question on defense, I think, is best for you. You say you got a free hit. You got to bring in your defenders. You're most definitely going to go with 3-5-2 or 3-4-3, because you're not going to bring a lot of defenders. Who are the 3 defenders for this double game week do you think people should have in their team?
I got a bench boost, actually, not a free hit. But when it comes to defenders,
no, I'm saying if you free hitting for the viewers.
If I was, well, me, I've been going on about this the whole season, right? United suck, all right? So for me, having 2, maybe even 3 of the best defenders in the league is not a bad idea, right? Like in my case, I got 2 defenders, right? I got a goalkeeper and Gabriel, right? So that in itself against United, I don't see anything wrong with it. All right. Defenders from other teams. Look, I brought in Branthwaite because they're playing Sheffield United, but anything can happen, you know. But for me, I think when you bring in a defender, and because of what's been going on the whole season, no clean sheets for everybody else, I think just go for attacking wingbacks. Players like your Trents, your Gustos, like Tiamo says, Livramento might be another one, Ben White, Vardiol now from Man City, he's looking pretty good. So yeah, for me, it's those attacking defenders that you should be going for instead of your usual centre backs like your Gabriels and your Salibas and your Ruben Diaz or Van Dijks. Those players are not really going to get you a lot of points because, like we've seen the whole season, they're not keeping clean sheets. It's just every now and again they'll get that one clean sheet, which in itself is a surprise. So yeah.
So you're looking at Ben White, Vardiol, and maybe a Gusto, if you guys are not necessarily keen on going for a Tottenham's Hotspurs defender. Cool. So